You got some problems that you wanna solve? Then let's chat. That job getting on your nerves? Then let's chat. Girl, you know I can relate, so let's chat. Cause I'ma tell you what the bottom line is.
I'ma tell you what the bottom line is. I'ma tell you what the bottom line is. I'ma tell you what the bottom.
It's your girl Cece. I'm your hostess with the mostest.
I'ma tell you what the bottom line is.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Bottom Line Is. It's your girl Cece, and I am here today with a very special guest, my sister Ashley.
Hi guys.
She's shy. Let's support her.
I am shy.
But today we're gonna, get into a little bit of background on family. Family, we could have a whole podcast just talking about family, right? But it got a couple of layers. So the layer that we're talking about here is just to kind of get into it. So Ashley is actually my stepsister. And let's see, I am the oldest.
Wait, it's not.
Is it stepsister?
No, it's not stepsister.
What
We're
is
not
it?
Step.
Oh, why? I be saying step. It's not step.
We're half siblings. We share the same.
This is how you go. This is how you know you are educated. Me.
Stepsister. A stepsister.
Well,
would
why
be
you
like,
didn't say that when I said that earlier?
I didn't hear you say that earlier.
I did. And you didn't correct me. I didn't know. I
didn't pay.
So it's half sister. I just say sister usually.
I just say sister. I don't.
Okay, well, all right. Well, let me correct myself. Half sister.
Just say sister.
But we talking about family, so we can get into the layer of the family.
Okay.
See? Yeah.
So how are we half sisters?
So let me give you all a little history here. So I have on my mom's side, I have two younger sisters, and then on my dad's side, I just like my mom, I am the oldest, but the oldest of six. Let's just pause there. 6. Papa was a Rolling Stone is usually what I say after that, literally. And so my biological dad, being the oldest, I really didn't have too much of a relationship with him growing up or my siblings. And so, I can remember a couple of times when I actually saw him, one being when he came to my elementary school. So this is what I was telling you earlier. Mm. So he came to my elementary school with, I guess, the young lady he was seeing at the time, and just pulled me out of class. How he had the authority to pull me out of class, but I remember standing in the hallway and he's showing me 2 school pictures and he's like, "Oh, these are your siblings." And I was just like,
in the middle of school?
In the middle of school. And I was like, I know, this one. We have wine today, you guys. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, what do you say to that as a child? And I mean, I feel like I was in first grade at the time. First or second grade, somewhere around there. My mom was mad because his name wasn't on anything to even take me out of the class. So, I mean, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, and it was you and Brandon's picture. And I was like, oh, okay. And then, went back to class like, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, like, okay, first grade.
Yeah. I know. That's what I said. So I have a whole nother family. And so I didn't really, have any connections with anybody. And I really wasn't sure if I really wanted to, kind of open that up. And then one day I got a speeding ticket. And my first speeding ticket. And I took my best friend with me for support. And I'm coming out the courthouse. And somebody calls me by my whole name. And I looked around like, excuse you? And then he says it again. Yeah. And I'm like, who are you? And he's like, you really don't know who I am? And I'm like, no. In my mind, I'm thinking, duh, why you think I'm asking? Like,
sir, how am I supposed to know who you are?
Yeah, first of all, how did you even know I was going to be here? Okay, that's a whole nother problem. And then when he kept asking, then I was like, my father?
Right. I got pulled. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and then he just started talking again. Well, oh, you have 5 other siblings and they really want to meet you and all this other stuff. And I was just like, every time I have seen him in my life, and I can count on one hand, he always would talk about the child support. And it was just like, sir, that is not a conversation for you to have with the child. That is a conversation for you to have with my mother. Not me, but
That's a conversation to have with yourself because you had the child.
I'm just saying.
You made the bed, now you got to lay in it.
And my parents were 19 when they had me too, by the way. So, but yeah.
Oh, she said parents.
Shut up, yeah. No, what you about to say? You got pulled over? What?
I got pulled over.
Uh-huh.
And he called me. I don't know how he knew I got pulled over.
Yeah.
But I was driving my friend's car, and I think I left my license in my car. And he called me, and it was just like the weirdest thing. Like, how do you know that I got pulled over? How does that make sense?
Yeah, see,
It's weird.
I don't know about that. He must got some kind of
Spidey senses.
Yeah, something. Because how did you know? I mean, I know that the court date and time is on the website, but what made you look?
You just randomly looking at that random moment.
Yeah, and then calling you out.
It's creepy.
Yeah, it is creepy.
It's a little creepy.
That's a whole nother episode of that. but
yeah. Wait, are we half sisters or are we sisters?
We're sisters, but I'm saying because so this is why sometimes I break it down because my friends, people in my circle, when I say my sisters, they automatically go to Janae and Bria because that's who they've always seen. So now as I'm getting older and like you've been coming around to all my family things, everybody just knows you. They don't really know like JR as much, you know what I mean, or everybody else, like because I haven't had anything here with everybody to be quite honest with you, but so they know you, but that's it, you know what I mean. So sometimes I have to say like, yeah, such and such, because then they'll be like, oh, well, who would Janae say that? Why? Like I told my mom one time, I said they be getting on my nerves sometimes. So I said sometimes when people ask me how many siblings, I'm gonna just start saying 6 because I can talk to my other siblings more than I can talk to Janae and Bria.
Oh,
sorry, Bria.
Hi, Bria.
Yeah,
we still love you,
right? Because Bria got a subscription, so on here. But I mean, but it's not a secret I've said that. But I'm just saying, But I know that comes with age and maturity and things like that too. But nonetheless, but yeah, but. Let's talk about how we got connected because people we need to fill in that middle gap there.
Okay.
So talk about how did you reach out? What made you reach out?
Okay, so what made I'm trying to remember. Did I reach out to you?
No, you came over here and Becky was here.
No, so that was when I was in like high school. So
it was the time before that. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, that was that time. So your father, he had me come. I think I was in like high school, and he had me come knock on the door and give Becky the phone number.
Yeah, that's the time I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was like probably 16.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't know that.
Becky
but no,
about that like it was yesterday. Like she asked me for like a year. So did you call Ashley? Did you call her? Are you gonna call her? And I left the number on the side of the refrigerator, and I was just like, I'm not sure. I'm not like I don't know what to say.
And so so when I first reached out, what made me reach out is because my mother has always instilled family,
right?
Family, and our father, he just would say, "Oh, you have a sister," or "You have." I mean, all my life, I heard the name Sierra, so I'm like, okay, well, are we gonna meet her? Things. No, I mean, he always, even though he's not, that's another story. Okay. He always wanted to instill that in us.
Right.
And so it's always been like Eddie. It's always been Eddie. He's always been around. And then, of course, me and Brandon have the same mother and same father. Right. And David, he's around. And then when his mother moved out of town, then we didn't see him as much. Mm-hmm. But he always would talk about you. And then he talked about JR. So I'm like, okay, are we ever going to meet her? So I reached out to you, I think, on Instagram or Facebook.
That was after that, yeah.
Yeah, and then that was after. So I met JR when she was like 4.
Oh, okay.
And my mother took me to her house, and we finally met her. And then she used to come over all the time. So I was the only girl. I'm like, oh, I have sisters out here? Right. And because on my mother's side,
you said I had 2 brothers. To be the only girl anymore?
No.
Oh. I never thought I would have brothers. Like
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
And that's crazy. You got 4 sisters. I couldn't imagine having 4 sisters.
I know. And
I mean, I have
each
3.
one of y'all have different personalities.
It's weird, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how I feel about y'all. Like,
I know.
and then you and Brandon are so much alike. It's just be like,
I know. I gotta call him back too. I missed his call. I went to sleep.
yeah, y'all are like,
Yeah.
straight and narrow. No. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But so I was like, let me reach out because I didn't want, I didn't want us to wind up at the same party one day and we like, oh girl, I know you. Yeah.
Right.
So
That would have been funny though if we were at the same party. Like, oh, you look like me.
yeah.
Then that would have been hilarious. Okay, sorry.
And then it's crazy because we do look alike, but we don't look. All of us look alike, but we don't look alike.
Yeah.
But we look like our mothers.
Yeah.
So, but we have the same features. So, but I always wanted to meet you, and I was like, all right, let me reach out to her.
Mm-hmm.
And you responded, surprisingly. But you took days to respond. It might have been weeks.
I think it was a little while.
it.
Yeah, I was processing it. I remember being at my ex's house, and I remember telling him about it, and I was like, okay, if I engage in conversation, I do not want this man bothering me. You know what I mean? I
think I put that in the message, right?
Yeah, and yeah, we did talk about that because I was just like, when I think about this situation, I think about what is it, Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
And when, Lance Gross, when he got that basketball deal, and then here come the father out of nowhere, and Angela Bassett kept saying, you make $25 an hour? Here's $25. Go spend an hour with your son. And I just thought about, well, he can't even pay $25 a week for my child support. And you know what I mean? And now whenever I hit it big, because I know I'm destined to be a star at some point in my life, I'm like, I don't want this man coming out the woodworks trying to come after my stuff,
I don't think he will come after.
I don't know, but that was that's what I always thought. You know what I mean? I was just like, out of sight, out of mind. I ain't got to think about it, But I can say and apologize that I put you all didn't deserve to be in that category, with him, because y'all didn't do anything to me and never have. So, but I
that's nice. That's no need to apologize, because if I was in your shoes, I probably would react the same way.
Yeah.
And especially when somebody say over child support. And
yeah.
In hindsight, I know that he is sorry now,
mm-hmm.
which one day y'all will have to come to grips with that. Maybe not. But I'm like, we still got to build a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not fair for you to know you have siblings out here and not know us.
Yeah, and that part is the barrier that I deal with. And I think even though I feel like not having him in my life, I know 99.9% that hasn't affected me, but I feel like it affects the relationship that I want to build, you know what I mean, with you all. That's the part that sometimes I struggle with. And then it's like, I got so many things going on. And it's like, well, how do I balance this? How do I balance that? It's like,
why do you feel like it?
What? Which part?
Why do you feel like the barrier with him affects?
Because I don't know if I think I feel like I said, because all the product, you know what I mean, of him. And then it's like, if I, every time I try, for instance, every time I come over and then it's like, oh, here he's about to come. I'm like, all right, let me dip, because I do not feel like engaging in conversation. I can go the rest of my life without seeing him. And like I said, I don't feel like it's nothing that he did wrong or anything. It's just, I don't know. I just don't want to deal with it, because I have so many other
push it to the side.
Yeah, push it, whatever you want to call it. Push it to the side, sweep it up, throw it in the dustpan, throw it out for the trash collector.
I would say so. I guess more so, he has grandkids now, so it's like, okay, let's build. Yeah, and age.
I can't say that if I had children. Yeah, I mean
age, and I'm gonna tell you what else. I feel like I molded him like that. I put him in his place. Even when it comes to asking you, he asked me after he saw you for the first time, he asked me at the cookout. He was like, did you give him my number? Did you give him my number? And I had to put him in his place. You can't, I said, you haven't been in her life. You can't pick and choose. You can't just, oh, now you want to talk to her. You have to give her time. When it comes to when she feels like she's going to talk to you, then it will. But stop harassing me about that.
Yeah, and I don't know how I must have gotten his number, but it's in my phone, but it says father. And
that's what he saved in my phone is.
Yeah, and then my stepdad, who I look at as more like my father, is in there as, dad or daddy or whatever.
That's what I have my stepfather in it.
Yeah,
I have dad for my stepfather, and I have father for my father. But my only suggestion to you is have a conversation with him, tell him how you feel, and then leave it like that. Because if you get it off your chest, it's going to feel great. You weren't there for me. You whatever you want to say.
Yeah, but see, I don't like on that point, and that's what most people would say. Oh, you weren't there for me. But I feel like I was truly blessed growing up that I never felt like I had that void of missing love. Because I always had great friendships that, turned into like sisterhoods for me too as well. I've had great grandparents that, I spend most of my time with that have helped mold me. I mean, that might make me a little bit of an old soul now, but I mean, I always felt like I had love from every angle, and, I'm grateful for that because not everybody can say that. So I feel like, now, having, my additional siblings, I feel like that's even more love, you know what I mean, too. So, but yeah, I sometimes struggle, with being that first person to like reach out because sometimes I'm exhausted now. If we had started this back when I was in my 20s, I probably would have had a little bit more energy, and I'm so tired.
Well, you're stuck with me now.
I know. I just said I was gonna get rid of you. You're here recording today.
So, if I have to harass you,
oh Lord, don't harass me. Don't harass me.
I know where you live.
Yeah, you do know where I live.
I know your name. I'm looking up your court records. I'm gonna come to you.
Girl, shut up. Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
I'm popping up on an elevator.
She cray, y'all. Oh my God. And I do remember when we were talking on Instagram too. And I had only heard about my grandfather or whatever. I don't even know his name. What was his name?
Eddie Primrose.
Oh.
Eddie Primrose Hawkins.
Oh, okay. Learning something every day. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had only heard about him because he was paying the child support. My mother was telling me, so it was like, oh, okay. But I had never heard anything about my grandmother. When you told me about it, I was like, oh, well, I don't need to meet her. She seems mean. Like, I'm good. I'm good with the grandparents I have. Don't need any more. Like,
yeah, she's an old soul, and she's her. She's stuck in her ways, but she's nice. She's really nice.
That's the first time I heard you say she's nice.
I mean, it's years. Look, we've built a rapport, but I used to just not even deal with her at all.
Yeah. And so what we were talking about too earlier was just like that whole side of the family is just different. I guess, is that the right word?
Yeah, because I feel like it's dysfunctional. So
yeah,
I know on his mother's side, well, on my grandmother, our grandmother's side.
I know.
I think she has 6 kids, and then
that must be the magic number.
Yeah, I think she has 6, and then our grandfather has like 9.
Oh,
so like you even have an uncle here, but he lives right off of Patterson. It's so many of them, and I'll be trying to tell your father like, okay, let's write this down. Let's
need to make a whole like family tree.
Especially since I did the ancestry.
Yeah.
So, but
I'm like, you say you did that. Yeah,
I did.
I need to do that.
You should do it. I'm telling you. And it made me do it even more after my mother found her father on there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, and then
that's something we have in common. Your mom, like, also like, finding her siblings, just like, we all found each other. Well, obviously you found me. I'm giving credit where credit's due here.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, I think that was cool. That really shows you how ancestry worked out. I don't had that ancestry DNA thing actually in my room for it's like 2018.
You have one?
Uh-huh. I just looked at it right before you came
Let me
over.
have it. Let me have it, because I told Jada I was going to get her one. Let me just take it, because you're not going to use it.
No, I am going to
Do
use
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it
It's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna pull up mine
because I got it because my grandmother wanted one, and so Bria did it with her. And, I just never did it. I don't even have Becky's results from that. I don't know where Bria put them, but yeah, so I don't know what we are, like, or who we are.
Oh,
I don't know none of that.
Okay. You don't
It's
know
not a
what
sponsored
you're mixed
ad.
with, or
No, I only know, like, I think my mom says Caucasian on the father's side, right?
it says
all I
Sweden
know.
on Ancestry. I gotta pull it up for you,
Oh yeah.
but it's like Sweden, and I don't know.
Oh wow.
All my life, I thought that we were Italian. And then-
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I don't
That's
know
what I
being
was. That's what I
Italian.
was told.
All right, I could.
But that's what
Ciao.
Granddaddy looked like, an old white Italian.
Yeah, and I only seen. Yeah, because I think you had sent me a picture of the both of them when they were younger or something at a table,
Mhm.
and then one older picture of grandmother, and that's the only pictures I ever seen. Yeah. When last time you been to her house?
She doesn't. I haven't been there in a long time. I haven't seen her since her husband's funeral.
Oh.
But I am gonna go see her.
Because she got married again.
Mm.
Oh, so you talking about? Oh, okay. All right, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her husband passed away. Was that 21, 22, 21, something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it was just a
So
couple.
he was
years
still
ago.
living when we was talking?
Yeah, not our grandfather.
Oh,
her
that's what I was
husband.
saying. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they wasn't married.
Heavens no.
That must be like something because my grandparents, my mom's parents wasn't married either. And I'm just like, what is that? That generation? Like,
No, they just had that one child, and that was that. And before, I think she was married before your father was even born.
Oh, so wait. Okay, time's up. Wait. So so our father, he was the only child between them two.
Yes.
Oh,
And he is both of their youngest child.
Oh, I thought that. Oh,
No, they weren't married or.
Okay, we put in pieces and puzzles together.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay. Duly noted now, because I definitely had that.
You thought no.
Oh, couldn't have wrote a book about that. I would have been wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it down for you one day.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that family tree, because I'm gonna have to get educated so it comes to
You got a lot to be educated because it's a lot. Like we have cousins
I have to
here.
make sure I have a whole
somewhere.
bunch of wine for that.
I don't know why you poured that little bit. You need some extra. This is a good topic here.
It is a good topic. I mean, for the next topic, I'm gonna refill.
Okay.
Can I get a refill?
Yes.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
So
to finding out who you are.
yeah, literally, I'm finding out. You all are finding out who I am and my story with me. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So now that we found each other, how do you feel about that?
I feel like
You feel like you hate me?
it's like I'm joking. No,
She's so dramatic. I guess she get that from me. The dramatics.
I feel great.
Like-
I feel great about it. It's okay. So
Tell
it's
the truth.
different.
You can tell the truth.
No.
Okay.
It's different, and I think I posted this on Facebook that I have. So I have a sister that my mother raised.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, but she is bipolar, so she really don't come around.
Mm.
And then I have a god sister that I was raised with. But in hindsight, it kind of feels great because you're more of a, even though we didn't know each other all of our life,
Yeah.
we're more closer than they are.
Yeah. Better late than never.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, it's weird because I grew up with them, but I didn't grow up with you, but we're closer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I don't exist to y'all. But it's a good feeling. And then you took the big sister role.
I know. I just
Which
keep
is
taking
like-
those roles. I'm
It
tired
kinda-
of being that person.
Honestly,
I need a
feel,
big sister.
Yeah, honestly, it feels good because I'm not the only girl anymore. Like, I'm not the only sister.
Yeah, but you like me, and the fact that you try to do everything for everybody. We gotta stop, okay? We
I
gotta
just be in the
stop.
bed now. I be at home.
Shoot.
I'm not. I've learned to say no. I'm
I'm
just
still
not doing
trying to
it.
learn that. I struggle
You know
with
what you
that.
have to learn? Boundaries.
That's what Janae and Bria say.
Yeah, boundaries. When to say no, when to not say no. And I struggle with it, but
Yeah, it's a hard lesson.
I feel like I learned it just by like being in a relationship and people bringing it up to me like, oh, this person's walking over top of you. I mean, even like siblings. Oh, this person's doing that. And then I had to step back and say, oh, okay, they really are doing that. And then me. And the hardest part is if it's your own family, you have to put that boundary in there. And it's like, it makes you feel bad. But then when it's done, it's like, I feel good because I'm not getting walked over no more. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's great. Here I am. Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's weird, but it's weird, but it's not weird.
Yeah,
but I feel great. I love you, and you're my daughter.
She got jokes. No, I love you too. I tell my mom too. Sometimes I'm like, I felt like I could call Ashley to help me out quicker than I can Janae or something. You know what I mean?
You better stop throwing Janae under the bus. I mean, but you can, but then again, you have to take into consideration, I'm older than Bria and Janae.
Yeah, that's true.
So they gotta.
That's true.
They gotta get that. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, but you would think that we wasn't all brought up under the same home. Sometimes it's just but like that giving personality or whatever. That's where we have that alike for sure. And always being that go-to person in the family, which sometimes it can be a negative of being that go-to person. God knows, but
it could be draining.
Very much so, which is why I feel like it has made me aged a whole lot of years.
You just gotta put your foot down because realize this: if you don't set any boundaries, you're not living your life for you, but you're living your life for everybody else. Now you do take your trips, and
that's the only little time that
that's your little piece. But when you're here, it's like, okay, are you going to be single forever? Because your younger sisters are married, and
well, at least y'all not married yet, so I can be a little.
We're getting married next year.
What?
Yeah, we're getting married in 25.
I don't like coming on here and hearing stuff for the first time, y'all. Yeah, she trying to drink, so she don't have to say nothing. That'll be a topic we'll be taking offline here. Yeah. Okay. Like, what do you say?
Yeah, but I think 25 is going to be the date. We were trying to wait for the baby, but that's pushed back. So we're going to do that.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't know when I'm going to have a baby or something. I don't have the energy.
Well, in order for you to have a baby, you have to give somebody time of day. Okay? You got to start somewhere. Right now, you're not starting.
I know. I haven't started.
Like, it's beyond caregiving.
I know. I feel like when my name is said out loud, caregiving is attached to it. It's no longer Cece the diva anymore, or model or actress.
Okay, so let me break it down to you like this.
Yeah.
Not to interrupt you.
Yeah.
When you have to stop caregiving, what are you going to do?
Move out this country. You see how fast I answered that? That I have made that very well known.
That's just running. But why not start your life with the care?
I'm gonna start it and be free. Like,
you gonna start when you 50?
50, girl, bye.
That's what it's going to.
No,
so
it ain't.
In other words, yes.
Who said that?
In other words, what I'm saying is, start implementing stuff in your life now, so that when you don't have to caregive anymore.
I'm trying to be out of Dodge. I'm trying to have
that. You're just running.
I'm trying to go. What's the song by Cheers? Sometimes you want to go where nobody knows your name. Yeah, that's
And they're only glad you came.
exactly. That's the life I'm trying.
Yes, but no, you can't do that. I used to say that.
Well, yeah, come
You
on.
so much-
I'm moving to Bali. I'm going to go pick out my
No,
place
you're
in December. I'm going in December to go pick out my place. Yes, I am.
Who's gonna be there for you?
I'm gonna rebuild.
You want to find a husband there?
I might. Well, heck, I might meet him on the airplane there.
I don't think you should rebuild there. I think you should rebuild here
The
because
cost of living
nobody
is so
can.
much cheaper. Like, who wants to deal with this? Gas is almost like $4. Like, I'm not trying to deal with this.
Almost like $4. My car takes premium.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
it's $4. And you know another thing we have in common?
Hmm.
We're Sagittarius.
I know. Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that. Somebody else I had to share my birthday month with. Y'all haven't even gotten to the episodes where I celebrate all month.
Dramatic.
But a good dramatic. Because that's the only time it's about me is in December. Oh,
It's
well,
actually
now it's not
about
about
me.
us. But sorry,
It's actually about me because I'm confused.
Look, I do it.
Oh, but you know, David is a Sagittarius too.
no, I didn't
Your
know.
brother, yeah. His birthday's November 24th.
Oh, he barely made it.
Right.
Is the 23rd. I'd say to her, she barely made it. She remind me more of a Scorpio than a Sag.
Wait a minute, she's a Sag?
Barely, yeah, 23rd. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's his birthday the 23rd. Wow, you have two siblings with the same birthday. You're just learning about your siblings, girl. You go, girl.
You're so
Oh,
crazy.
like, you are. You're really a part of the family.
I know, isn't it? Oh my God. But no, I do need to do a better job at coming around more. You know.
I feel like you come around.
Yeah, but I feel like I only come around like once a year.
I didn't want to be the one to say it, but
You could have said it. I like to be an open book.
no, but I mean, I feel like
But that's the only time I really hear about things. And then it's like I said, I'm usually going. And that's not an excuse, But yeah, I often think about when we had that crab night.
we've
You
been getting crabs for like a year now.
Did you call me?
We've been getting crabs for a year. I mean, and I could do better now. Now I'm in
Look
my.
at the camera and tell them. She's been having crabs for a
We've
year.
been getting crabs for a whole year.
She's saying we, but that doesn't include me.
Why not?
You just said we've been doing crabs for a year. I didn't get the call.
Your phone broke, or your fingers broke?
My phone ain't broke, but I didn't see no missed calls or text messages from Ashley saying, "Oh, we getting crabs. You want some?"
You're right. So
How am supposed to be done? Am I Miss Cleo now?
call me now. Okay, so we gotta do that. But honestly, I don't feel like that you are. I wish that you would come more to Brandon's events.
I know it's so far.
It's not far. You can ride with one of us.
I know, but then if I gotta go, I don't want to be waiting on it.
Right. Yeah. See, that's the
I'm
part.
trying to think. When he had the last thing, it was something going on, and that's why I couldn't make it. But I can't remember what it was. But
Christmas.
it was a Christmas Eve. Yeah.
So we're thinking about Memorial Day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know because I think my best friend, her family's supposed to be coming down. So it's like
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
I know. And then Christmas Eve, Janae did something at her house, like, cause my father's family always doing something. They had the annual Christmas Eve event, so it's like that's always a rough time because that's what I was waiting to find out if she was going to do it. Because if she wasn't, then I was going to come there. But then it was just like.
We'll make it better.
That's the thing. It's always like the holidays is not a good time for me. You know what I mean? Where I gotta I don't want to say pick, but pick. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Where I'm gonna go.
You gotta decide between different families.
Yeah, because if it was just me, then that's one thing. Then I can go here half a day, then come here for the other half a day. But I come with baggage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it just makes it hard as opposed to you're I'm easier to get when it's just like, oh, you want to do something next weekend? Oh, okay, sure. Like, all right, I'm down. Like, it's one of those type of things. So
We're gonna plan
yeah.
a siblings trip.
Y'all been talking about that. I told y'all just let me know when. Y'all been talking about that for a year.
I
We all
mean,
went out to breakfast.
we did go to Hershey Park. You didn't come there.
Oh, that's right. Y'all did end up going. It was so much talking back and forth on that in the messages.
Right.
I had
So
to
we're gonna
hide those alerts.
so we're gonna plan it. Let's start that today.
Okay. I'm down.
Thank you, me.
I am. Yeah, because I'm trying to think. Let's see. Hold up. Brandon's birthday is November.
May
Oh, it's
18th.
May. Okay, damn. That was thinking. Okay. All right. Oh, well then.
Okay, so let's run this down to you.
Yeah.
Real quick on the camera. Brandon is May 18th.
Okay.
Eddie is for 20 or 22. But Eddie's birthday is
His
coming
birthday is coming up. Okay.
up. We're gonna do something for his birthday.
Yeah, he's always working all the time too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do something. Jair is 11/16.
Oh wow. I thought. Okay.
David is 11/24.
Mhm.
You're 12/14, 12/14, and I'm 12/19.
Yeah, see, I always remember yours. And I remember JS, but I always get it confused because I know her daughter's birthday is first, like a week before, or a couple days before.
Their birthday's a day apart. That's why I'm like 15 or 16. Yeah, their birthday's 15 or 16. I always get it confused until it comes around. Then I'm like, okay, well.
Yeah, because I know they always doing something big. So I know that's, coming up. But, okay. Well, all right. So Brandon will probably, okay. All right.
So let's plan that today. Something for Eddie. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess make it in between. Then you can celebrate Brandon and Eddie. Because they're like a month apart. I'm gonna be in Vegas Mother's Day weekend. This is probably the realest and rawest episode ever. What?
How many trips do you have planned so far?
I have Vegas, Chicago in June, August, Mexico, and then Bali in December. For now.
Now.
Yeah.
Until you have 5 more.
Yeah, I still gotta get a weekend in there for Dallas. I was supposed to went to Dallas in February, but we had to reschedule. So, yeah.
I like it. I love it.
I have to travel.
I love it. I used to travel once a month, and I got to get back to that.
Yeah, because you would get all the free hotels and stuff. I told you to get on that timeshare kick.
No, that's
I didn't say purchase a timeshare. No.
What do I got to do?
I have 6 days, 5 nights, Puerto Vallarta, and 5 days, 4 nights in Aruba, all for $300.
You got to tell me about that offline.
I be trying to educate the people. If y'all want to know more about a timeshare package, which is not a long-term timeshare package, where they just want to bring you there so you can listen to their presentation, make sure you comment below. Yeah, I be telling you about that all the time.
You actually need to do travel.
I want to be a travel content. No, not an agent. Travel content creator. That would be the career that would make me happy. Doing this and doing that.
So what are you waiting for?
I be trying. I need something to like hit. Yeah. Oh man. Well, you guys, this is going to be part 1 of the family episode here. You learned a lot more about me.
We are a family, like a giant tree. Okay, go ahead.
She's hilarious. So, anything else you want to share with the people?
No. Actually, if you have family, reach out to your family. You never know when the last day is. Definitely reach out to your family.
No, for sure. And I'll add to that with the bottom line is I feel like the phrase never judge a book by its cover, comes to mind because as I said earlier, I put everybody into a category that they were going to be like my father. And that was wrong of me. And I can own up to that and, look at what I've been missing out on all these years. So, even though we didn't grow up together, we had a whole ton of years to catch up on and a whole lot of crabs to eat.
Yes.
considering she invites me.
She's always invited. She just doesn't show up. But that changes today.
Meanwhile, she just said we've been getting crabs all year, and it's the first time I heard about it. All right, y'all. Make sure you tune in next week for another episode. And if you want to hear more, you want to, add some comments about what else we should really explore, because this is a part 1. Just make sure you put it in the comments. So like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good jazz. And thanks again. Take care.
If you want to know about our blended family,
yeah, that's the right word.
Let
Blended
us know.
family. Yeah, that's the right